I've got some new powder coat colors from Eastwood to try out today. You've seen me use these three colors before. This is their Mirror Red, their Ford Light Blue, and their Lime Green. And all three are great colors, great powders. And then a couple months ago I posted a video where I tried out 5 more powders from Eastwood. This is their Ford Dark Blue, the Rally Wheel Silver, and their Copper Penny. And those three worked out great, but I also tried their Gloss White and their Atomic Pink. And those two didn't give a consistent or uniform coating, and they were not as nice to work with. I can say though, let's see where they're at. When you want to be sure that it's your range recovery bullets that you're picking up, Atomic Pink is the way to go. Today, as you can see, I've got 5 more powders from Eastwood to try. There was a little trouble with my order, but Eastwood was quick to fix it, and they've been a great company to deal with. They agreed to give me a small discount on my order if I reviewed the powders on video, and I asked for their 1-pound bags. These are the bags that you get if you order 1 pound. They also offer their powder in bottles if you only order 8 ounces, and that is what they mistakenly sent me. And they're very quick to fix it, and they immediately sent me an additional 8-ounce bottle of each of the powders. So I emptied each of these bottles, one of each, into a gallon Ziploc bag, and then I use these bottles to shake and apply the powder to the bullets. Unless you really want the bottle, I'd suggest ordering the full pound because it's twice the amount of powder and it's only an extra $1 or $2. The first powder I tried was this Full Gloss Clear. As you can see, it's a white powder before it goes on, but it's supposed to be a glossy clear coat once it's baked on. I've also got this single stage reflective chrome. We're going to see how that looks. I haven't heard of too many people having success with yellow powder coat, but we're going to try some today. This is their Eastwood's bright yellow. We're also going to try some orange. This isn't a mirror orange, it's not a bright orange, it's just orange. And I know that there's several people out there that are interested in a black powder, so today we're going to try a mirror black as well. A few days ago I cast up a bunch of these Lee 44 caliber 200 grain round nose flat points to try out with these 5 powders. As you can see, the clear powder is white before it's melted. The bullets looked a lot like they were covered in chalk before I baked them. This powder went on very easy and it seemed to coat very well. The finished product looks like a regular cast bullet, but with a touch more gloss to it. This was a great powder to work with, and I would highly recommend this one. These are coated. The chrome went on looking like a very light gray. This wasn't the best powder to work with, and it didn't seem to want to stick quite as well as some of the others, at least not with the shake and bake method. It also looks a lot like the glossy clear coated bullet. These are the chrome, and this is a glossy clear coated. These do have a little bit more of a silvery look to them, but not much. Also, it's kind of hard to tell, but there are several spots on the chrome covered bullets that didn't fully cover. This would probably be an awesome powder with a powder coat gun, but it didn't do so well with this shake and bake method. I've heard lots of reports of trouble with yellow powder coats. This yellow seemed to have some promise when I first applied it, but once I baked it, the hope was gone. These look to me like a kindergarten class painted these with cheap paint and a really bad paintbrush. These came out worse than the pink and the white. I don't know if anyone makes a good yellow powder coat that works well with the shake and bake method, but if they do, I haven't seen it yet. The orange applied very easily. It was a touch darker than I expected it to be. Once it baked and cured, it was even darker than I first expected. It's certainly not a Hunter's Blaze orange, it's more of a tomato soup orange. The powder went on very easy and seemed to cover well. So if you're looking for a good color inspired by, say, furniture from the 1970s, you might want to look at this one. It was easy to work with and seemed to coat really well. As a little side note, did you know there's no word in the English language that perfectly rhymes with the word orange? And finally, the mirror black. Applying this powder wasn't bad, but it wasn't quite as easy as some of Eastwood's other powders either. Before they went into the oven, they looked kind of like charcoal. Once they came out, they had a nice glossy coat though. This is a pretty good powder. There were a couple of very small spots that didn't completely cover, but those are probably a little more obvious and noticeable with a color like black. I wouldn't suggest you start with this powder if you're powder coating for the first time, but I would have no problem recommending this powder as well. Again, these are all shaken in the bottle for 30 seconds to a minute and then baked in the toaster oven for 20 minutes at 400 degrees. I don't doubt that some of these trouble powders would work better and give a more uniform coating if applied with other methods. I've only tried the shake and bake method. Hopefully a couple of you will find this helpful. I'll put links to all of these powders into the description. But I think that's it for today, so thanks for watching, and God bless.